This is Curtis coming at you from Ace Red Studios with our final coverage of Week 2 of the NFL 2021 season. Going to pretty much stay on target all week, and that's focusing on the Miami Dolphins offense. This time we're going to take a different approach, though. We're to come at it to try to look through the eyes of the offensive coordinators of the Dolphins and the staff and kind of role play at how they were experiencing the events and the information, so we can kind of try to understand their mindset and kind of set up the different roads they had available, so we can really wear their situation and come to a better understanding of how this staff thinks and operates. So you got to get yourself a clone right next to you, because remember, we got two offensive coordinators. We got one on the ground, we got one in the sky. 4 eyes and 2 brains working together to make sure that all this information, is myriad data, is absorbed and processed correctly so the offense can be at its best and the players can succeed. So get that clone ready. Let's rock and roll. All right, so the first job of us, the offensive coordinators, is to get the first play down. Now, we have 2 options. We can take the strength of our offense and attack the weakness of the defense, or we can try to do some kind of trickery to lull the team in, to trick the team in, so we can then attack them in their weakness. We decide to use the trickery approach. We say our first play from scrimmage is going to be play action pass. Now, there's a little complications to this, because the week prior, we ran the ball only 13 times during the main portion of the game. This is discounting quarterback sneaks, wildcat plays, and a few runs at the end. But in essence, through the course of a close game, we ran the ball 13 times and passed 27. So if the Bills are going to look at our book, they're going to see a pass-heavy team that threw 64% of the time in a tight game. Nevertheless, we feel that the Bills are going to buy into our run attack and go hot and heavy to stop our run. So we feel the play action is going to be a winner. We open up the play action. Bills have a defender on the line of scrimmage. We decide to run 2 routes and keep 7 men in. Quarterback decides to move the tight end in front of one of those blitzes to the other side of the formation, the side of the formation where he's play actioning. And unfortunately, that free blitzer comes in, and after the quarterback fakes the play action, turns around, he has one option, and that one option is bracketed. He can't throw the football, and he is sacked. At the end of this play, we have to make an evaluation. Was it us, or was it the players? Well, first option is we might not have called the right first play. Second, we might not have taught the quarterback to understand moving that tight end to the other side of formation away from the blitzer wasn't good. We also might not have allowed the quarterback to do this. But since we're the offensive coordinators, it's not us. We're going to put blame on the quarterback not reading and the offensive line not setting the proper protections. So we have a sack. Our first play didn't go the way we want. We have a quarterback that doesn't understand basic principles and a line that's not really blocking too well. We come out, we run the football, we get some yardage. Now we're in 3rd and 11. The prior week before this, we had 33% completion rate on 3rd down. This 3rd and 11 is extremely long. This would be really factoring, it would probably be much less than 33%. But we're going to pass anyway. And our concept is we're going to have 5 receivers. We're going to put the running back wide, have 2 to the left and 3 to the right. Quarterback decides that he needs extra protection, or maybe that's part of the plan. He brings the running back in for protection. We're not going to get into the calls. When you go look at all 22, the quarterback points at the middle linebacker and then points twice to the edge. We don't know exactly who he's pointing to. We don't know anything. So we're just going to go with this. So now we have 1 by 3. We have one receiver set out what looks like 2 defenders. And on the other side, we have 3 receivers against what looks like 3 defenders. Now the good news for us is that middle defender is playing off and giving us a cushion. And we've happened to call an out with our middle receiver. This means that receiver will be open. Now, bad news is protections aren't set right again, either from the quarterback or the offensive line. And what makes it worse is the quarterback decides to go from his first progression to the left, and then when he comes back to go to his right after seeing it covered by double coverage, he is sacked. Problem is, if he had started his progressions on the right, Wilson doing the out would have been open. This might not have been a first down, but an easy catch, and possibly it would become a first down. Second problem is that if the protections had been set right from either the quarterback or the line, the post by Gesicki would have been open for the first down. Now, either A, we didn't teach the quarterback to do the right progression, or taught him to go to Parker as the one-on-one as his primary read, or didn't teach him and the offensive line to set the protections right, or the quarterback doesn't know what he's doing. He screwed up, and so did the offensive line. Again, because we are brilliant, there's 2 of us, we know what we're doing, we coach very well, we can't be us. So it must be the quarterback and the offensive line. So now our quarterback's been sacked twice. We punt the ball away. The opposing team scores 7 points quickly. We get the ball back. We decide to get crazy and let our hair down and run the football. And unbelievably, we pick up 13 yards and a first down, or maybe 14, I don't know. Pick up a nice chunk play and a first down. So what do we do next? We decide to go back and do the play action rollout that has 90% chance failure rate. Unbelievably, the play doesn't succeed. Who would have thunk? Long story short, we finally get a nice play off. The quarterback makes the right read. Our left tackle, who has been terrible through preseason, seems to have a major miscommunication of either the rules or the play and gets downfield. We're in a penalty, and we are in 3rd and long. So we call a screen to our star receiver. Our star receiver makes an amazing play, gets down the field, and it's 4-2. He's on the. We end up getting the ball on the opponent's 48. Usually this is a punting situation, but we're getting desperate. It's 5 minutes into the game, and we're down 7 points. As a staff, we decide it's critical for us to get this first down because we're 5 minutes into the game and 7 points down, and we have to make this play happen or we are in a world of hurt. So this is a very critical situation. We get our best of best plays in there. Unfortunately, we don't get out of the huddle until 17 seconds left on the clock. By the time we get set, it's around 6 seconds. By the time the ball gets snapped, it's 3 seconds. There's no time for hard counts. There's no time for adjustments. We choose not to call a timeout, even though we have 3. Despite this being so critical that we decided to go for it on 4th and 2 on the opponent's 48 in 5 minutes into the game. And unbelievably, we have 5 receivers go out and our quarterback gets sacked and hurt. We could say, if it was so critical to go for it early, we could have called a timeout. and got the right play in there. We could have got to the line of scrimmage, see what the defense is doing, and then call a timeout and get the right play in there. We chose not to do this. To me, it sounds conflicting. If it's that critical to go for, it should be that critical to get set up right, to get the quarterback to the line of scrimmage with plenty of time, to be able to try a hard count, to be able to make adjustments. But on top of that, as that offense is rushing to the line and getting set, you have your man on the ground and your man in the sky looking down, and he sees Jesse Davis getting pinned between two defenders. Now, everybody knows this is a pass. You know they're going to get to the line of scrimmage late, which means the defense is going to get a great jump on the ball. You've got Jesse Davis with a defender right in front of him, and then another one off to the edge. Jesse Davis has been battling a bad right knee. Jesse Davis struggles with speed rush. But you feel comfortable enough to let the play go. When, if we had gotten there earlier, Gesicki, who's 3 yards out, could have just simply slid in, chipped, and formed the wedge and funneled into Jesse Davis and still made it out on his route. But you, despite it being so different, and this is being a non-conducive situation for your team and Jesse Davis, decide to let her rip, and it doesn't work out. At this point, you have a choice. Is it just that your guys can't block, your quarterback sucks, or you weren't setting them up for success? You make the judge. I've made my judgment. Don't make sense. When you really lay it out, it's really unconscionable. But maybe other people see it a different way. Want to hear your comments? This is Curtis saying thank you for staying to the end. Please comment. I want to give a shout out to oh man, I forgot the guy's name. I had it memorized. I totally forgot. Anyway, you know who you are. I do apologize. I'll shout you out in the next video. You're the one who pointed me to the progressions of Tua on the second sack. Flywheel. I'm really sorry, brother. Too many shots to the head. Too old. Anyway, thanks for pointing me in the right direction. Really opened a lot of the stuff up. Please comment. I appreciate comments. I get to all of them. Been an extraordinary amount of comments this week, which I'm very happy about, but I'm trying to get through them. I will. And then there's the subscriptions and the likes. That helps us with our Google overlord. So please help us with our analytics so I can stay in business, keep talking football. Want to give a shout out to Ace Per Head, our sponsor. They want to let you know with their world-class software, you can get on the action with your friends, families, co-workers, everyone you know, schoolmates, to be a local bookie. They're the best. There's no way I'd do this without them. There's no way I would do this without you. I'm so grateful for the two of you. This is Curtis. I hope you enjoyed my heavy sarcasm, but got the point. Anyway, thank you. Catch you next time. Be well and go Phins. We can do it.